Again, welcome to Gaithersburg Ukefest on behalf of Keith Lowry and myself, Nani. And thank you all for doing this. And you're in for a treat. Ukulolo, Lorenzo. Oh, what a magnificent um, ukulele or artist, performer, teacher as well. So, and please consider supporting him. Give him a e-tip. He'd appreciate that, and maybe even take lessons, whatever. But check him out and continue to support him. We and he would appreciate that. So let me put him on spotlight view, and then take it away.
Yeah, aloha everybody. Thank you very much for being here. And thank you to Keith and Nanny for organizing this beautiful event that keeps going forever. And it's a really safe place that we need to share the music. It's been 1 year without art all around the world. So things like this are the best medicine for that. And today we're going to talk about a thing that I use a lot, both for rearranging known songs already that I want to rearrange and make them mine, and also it's a great trick to create a new music. So first of all, let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is probably one of the most famous ukulele arrangements ever done. It's been made by Bukuro, and it's While My Guitar Gently Weeps. It goes something like this. How is it? Okay, you know that? Have you ever heard it? Yes. Okay, I show you what I'm doing here. I think he's doing the same. I don't know because I did it myself. But as you can see, there are two strings, the last two strings, C and G, that keeps going on forever. So that gives us the feeling of a chord that stays in the background. And so we have just the C and the G. And we don't know if it's a C major or a C minor. You see? Because if I put here like an E, then this is a C major. It's happy, right? But if I put here like what is this? C D B D E flat, then it's a C minor. So since I'm playing just C and G, I don't know. I can feel it's a chord because it's a B chord, two notes together. But I yet don't know if it's a major or minor chord. So that means that with these two other strings, we can consider them other two voices. We can give the feeling of a major chord or of a minor chord. So again, if I put my two fingers here on the third fret of the first two strings, I'm going to have another G and another C. So C, G, C, G again. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm major or minor. But if I change the scale where I'm moving, I give a minor or major feeling. So in this case, you can tell it's a major song. So can you see these two strings have never been touched. So they are still ringing and ringing. And this is what we're doing today. Like in many kind of very good music, there is something that stands still and something that moves up and down. And this creates tension and satisfaction and everything. Most of the time it's very good feeling. Sometimes you have a melody going on straight and maybe the bass is changing. I'm thinking about Bach, you know, the air on the G string. On Bach, you got the voice that goes like, and the bass goes ding, 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 and the other melody still ding, 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 after a while changes, right? But in the end, in the beginning, you got this wonderful feeling of a voice that keeps going and the bass that goes down and down. And this is a very good trick. Or sometimes I think about the song One from U2, and they have, if you think about the melody of One, it goes like, one love, one life, and there's one need in the night. If you translate it in notes, it's just dun 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 dun. One single note, but the chords are changing in the background. So you got you got something like one love, one life, and there's one need in the night. La 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 la. Right? Good feeling. So when because your brain can understand it very, very easily, and there is this feeling of having something that stands and you can really grasp, and something that surprises you, which is a change in the same exact time. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna find very different and interesting methods of keeping a chord with the ukulele, with just one single ukulele that keeps on ringing, and voices that go up and down the way we feel. So I want to start with something interesting. So you got your hands out, right? You have them. Okay, let's start with the A, pentatonic, the major scale, the number 0. So it's quite complicated. Let me share it with you. So how do I share it here? Right. Okay, I want to see you too. How can I do that? Sorry, and try to see you while I'm showing you this stuff. All right, yeah, I can do that, yeah. And this is the screen. Okay, so as you can see, we got many dots here. And dots, like there are full, not empty. These are the places where we want to place our 2 fingers. We can decide which finger we're using. Sometimes I use most of the time my pinky and my 3rd finger to go up and down the neck, because in case I need to put another finger as a bass, I got it. I got other 2 fingers left. So let's consider for now, don't consider at all the empty circles, and just let's go up and down through the neck, 3rd, 5th position, 7th, 10th, and 12th, with just 2 fingers, parallel style. And you will see that we're gonna grasp in a second a very Chinese feeling, a very oriental music feeling. The last one is just a regular A minor as well. So that means that wherever we go, we can let our our mood guy up and down the neck. We can pass from one note to the other. So the red note is a root note. It's very important. The green one and the blue one are, I mean, quite important. The orange one is just a passage. These are just references. You don't have to think about them too much. You just have to try and feel them. A good thing with this is that not only I can play 2 strings together, so I have the feeling of a melody sang by 2 voices, but I can let the chord in the background. So for example, let's start with the chord with plucking just the last 2 strings, the G and the C. And then we try and go up and down the neck with our 2 fingers, trying to go from the parallels from the 12 to the 7 to the 10th to the 5th, whatever we feel like. So let's try and do it. Right? So we've got this nice feeling. There's a song by Madonna that uses it, and it goes like this. It's called Take a Bow. It goes like this. Listen, what I'm doing and just following these steps. So every note you hear is going to be with these two fingers, these two strings open. So C and G is a background, and the other one going up and down. The passage I'm doing is that I'm barring the 7th string. Oh, sorry, no, the 5th string. 2, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, I'm barring the 5th string. Yeah, so I'm putting a bar here later. So this is how the song sounds. Do you know this song? No, okay. I see very perplexed faces. Anybody wants to try and give it a try and let me understand if I explain myself, and you can go up and down the neck and give me this wonderful Chinese feeling, please. Is anybody willing to try? And can anybody raise his hand? Judy. Okay, Judy. Yeah.
I'll give it a try. I'm not sure I understand, but I'll try. Okay, that's all I understand.
It works, doesn't it?
Yeah,
now,
beautiful.
I want you to try and do something. So maybe you keep a note, whatever a position that you want, keep it. Can't hear you? Do it again. Very nice. Okay, so try and strum a little bit with that. With a good rhythm that you find it nice. Okay, stop for now. And now I want you to try and go up and down the neck, maybe, and find a pattern that you like. It could be like something. And you could sing along like. Try and do it.
I'll try it without singing.
No, you gotta try
This time. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Judy. So can you see in 1 second, we are in another place. We are in Asia because of this. And we can use it through our songs. For example, I don't know, but even songs like You Are My Sunshine, you could do. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Okay, you can use it and express yourself and maybe create songs. So this was the first one, parallel lines, very easy, going up and down the neck. And of course, if you incorporate the bass, you can also change the chord. So sometimes you can go up, up, and maybe you want to change the bass. So at this point, you're not worried anymore about the chord you're making. Of course, in the end, you want to find out what chord you're playing actually. But what you want to do is to be driven by your emotions. And then after you find out what you like, maybe you can add a bass. So you go up and down the neck here. Oh, this is very nice chord. But here it's a bit repeating, so you can try and put another finger on the C string, so you're gonna change the bass. And this way you got a higher range of expression without actually being too forced to think about what you're doing. I give you another example. So what I'm doing is just playing a C chord here, and I'm just going up with one finger on the E string. So I'm going to put it here, 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 here. And I want you to feel the tension building up with just this little trick. So you will sound very fancy because it's not just one uke playing, but it's a chord. It's a uke playing a melody on top of a chord. So something like this, you can, I think, feel the tension. Nice, isn't it? Okay, so what I've done here is just without thinking even at the handouts I send you, I just went like, what happens if I have this voice that goes on up and up, on and on? So just going up. And then I exploded. And when the song explodes here, I use another way, another scheme that I made myself, and you got it now. And it's the following one, and it's the C major scheme number 1, and you should have it. So yeah, number 1, C major. This one seems complicated, but it's not. It's very useful. So I added a line that put together the 2 dots that you want to play at the same time. So you either have this position. So it's again, the G and the C keeps on ringing without being touched. And the first 2 strings, we're gonna use 2 fingers. In this case, I use most of the time my second finger and my third finger. So I put my third finger on the A string and the third finger here. But when for example, let's do the position, what is this? Position, okay, 7, 8. So we are on the 7th fret. The third finger is on the A string, the first string, 7th fret. The second finger is on the 8th string, right? So the red, let's say the red dots. Okay, and so in this case, there's just one fret apart. There's just one fret apart. So I'm using my third and my fourth finger to play this chord. But if I go to the position backwards, where there is the blue one, and you are like the first finger is on the 5th fret, and the second finger is on the E string on the 7th fret, this position, then I'm gonna use my first finger and my third. So all this scale is a combination of these 2 positions, and we're gonna run through it. So let's start from the beginning, which is just a kind of an F, you know, the green dot, first finger, second string. This is a beginning. Then we have the second position, which is blue on the second, blue on the third. And then we have 3 and 5. And then we have this same position, 5 and 7, right? And then we got 7 and 8. And then 8 and 10. Oh, sorry. Was it right? Yeah, 8 and 10. And then 10 and 12. and then 12 and 13. And if we want 14 and 15. I give you an example that a song that it's used, that I made using this one, and it's an arrangement of Ennio Morricone's Once Upon a Time in the West. So I'll show you how it sounds. Very nice and fancy, right? So once again, I would like somebody who's brave enough and try and go up and down this scale and see if we can find out something interesting. So who is willing to give it a try? We're going to follow the scale together. Jane, you want to try?
I can try.
Yeah, so let's see if I explain myself. Yeah. Okay. Very good. I can see you got it already. There's something here that I forgot to tell you, and it's when you're doing this, the two fingers we are using on top of the neck, the two fingers on the top of the strings, I mean the fingers that are moving, are our melody, and so our melody has to pop out compared to the ringing of the chord in the background. So we want the chord in the background to be less loud, softer, and so we have to put attention and not to put too much strength on the first two strings, on the last two, on the G and the C, that remains the same, but more on the first two that we're playing. So a good suggestion could be to play maybe the all strings down just once in a while we're playing the other two all the time. So maybe like this. Okay, so we want to have more volume here. So anybody want to try another melody? Do we have any volunteer? Guys, I see you all playing, but nobody wants to let us know what they're doing. Okay. Carla, but you don't look like a Carla. Yeah, you don't. Yeah. You want to play something for us? Can you unmute yourself, please?
There we go. So if I'm understanding this right, you can actually hear the scale. Kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And but what you can do, so it's a scale with a second voice, so it's an harmonized scale on top of a chord already. So it's a beautiful feeling. Try and play now, not every single step of the scale. Try to go up and down from one position to another. It doesn't have to be crazy. Just maybe keep 3 positions like this one, or whatever you want. Whatever you feel like, and you use it. Try and do it.
So the bass note is going to be the same color, the open one. So like for example on the orange, my first finger will be on the 4th fret, and then my other 2 fingers will be on the 3rd and 5th. Is that right?
You gotta say it again. Sorry, I didn't have the scheme in front of me.
So the orange circle is on the 4th fret.
Yeah.
And then I have the darker circles that correspond are on the 5th and the 3rd fret.
Yeah, exactly. These empty circles that I made are related, of course, to the colors, but they're not essential. It's a suggestion if you need a bass at some point. So let's say, we're not putting any bass and just using 2 fingers up and down. So I'm going. At this point, I'm here on the 7 and 8 position, and I want to add a bass. Then I can use the empty circle on the 7, and it works. It still works. So it works either with the bass or not. But here now we're not using the bass all the time because we want to hear this thing of a melody that goes on top of the fixed chord. So please try and do it ignoring the empty circles and just going up and down in position, but not sequential. So one and the other maybe a couple of steps after. Just try and fix a couple of them and try and go up and down, please. And let's see how it sounds. Yeah, and now, in the meantime, try and play also the other 2 strings that you're not plucking, but you can do that. So the sound is much richer. Yeah, very good. Sounds fancy. Okay, let's move on and let's see whatever we have here. We have a wonderful position that I use all the time, and I'll give you another example. So these are just my suggestions, and this is what I found in my experience. So this is looks kind of weird, and it's the same as C major, but it's very, I don't know, it gives you a very fulfilling sensation. So I show you, this is a sound that I wrote, and if you wouldn't use the scale up and down, it would just sound just steady like this. It would go like, you pull the earth from under my feet, and it happens as soon as I see a picture of you. Whether I'm fine, whether I'm not, I fall again. Okay? But since I'm going up and down using the scale, you can see the sound is so much richer. It's like this. So same song, but using the scales that you have. This is the C major, the 2nd scale. So it goes like this. You pull the earth from under my feet, and it happens as soon as I see a picture of you. Whether I'm fine, whether I'm not, I fall again. Okay, can you tell the difference? You've got a chord, a melody that goes up and down, and the vocals on top of it. So the you actually have a chord, 2 voices and another voice. So 3 voices and a chord with just 1 ukulele and our voice. This means that your arrangement can be much richer, and your ukulele sound can be much fancier. So in this case, I'm using just 2 positions, and let's see what. Okay, you got them all. It's the C major, the 2nd pair. So the first is a C. It's a regular C. Okay, I'm doing it with the pinky this time. And as you can see, we don't need the 2nd finger because that is the E, which it already have. Okay, so the second position, the blue one, we got the pinky on the 5th fret of the 1st string, and 1 finger here on the 1st string, and sorry, on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Same position, we go up 2 steps. Okay, and so we are here, the pinky is on the 7th, and the other finger, the first finger, is on the third. Then again, we keep on going down, 5 and 8. Okay, so there's a little less distance because we only have a few steps apart. So pinky is on the 8th, and the other finger, the first finger, is on the 5th fret, 2nd string. So same position again. The pinky is on the 10th, and index finger is on the 7th, and so on. Then we're gonna have 12. The pinky is on the 12th, first string, 12th fret. The first finger is on the 2nd string, 8th fret. And same position, we go 2 other steps forward. Okay, so can you tell this is a very haunting kind of melody? And we just go up. Can you tell it's already beautiful? And if we go up and down here, okay, is anybody willing to try and go up and down here and see what happens? Jonathan, you want to try and let us hear how it sounds?
Sure.
Same position.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3, and
yeah, that's plenty already, because this is a very apart scale. So when you go up and down, you don't need to do a lot, but it already sounds great even if you're using a little bit. And you can incorporate this in any songs you're playing. I don't know. Someone told, how was it? Someone told me long ago, there's a number before the storm. Well, I know it's been coming for some time. It sounds much fancier, right? That just stay on the C string, on the C chord, I mean. So it's been coming for some time. I don't even know which chords I'm doing. I'm just macking around on the scale that I know that it works on the C, and it sounds fancier. So I do it all the time. And sometimes you hear a ukulele playing some very, I don't know, incredible thing. And most of the time you find out that something is ringing and something else standing still and something else is moving this way. Now, the ukulele, it's a beautiful instrument. Oh, by the way, thank you very much, Jonathan.
Yeah, I have a question. So,
please.
So if you wanted to take any piece of music that you know and try to apply this, do you start by looking at the key that the piece of music is in and use that to pick which set of these patterns you would use?
Yeah, very nice question. So so far we only have seen practically the C major. We haven't seen the C minor, but there is a scale for C minor that I want to skip for now. It's beautiful, same thing. Now we just have a few keys that we're gonna use. When I play the ukulele, most of the time, I let myself, I don't know, I only play songs that can come up well in the ukulele. So sometimes I change keys so that I can muck around as I think. Like there's a song like Maniac that I play and it goes like this. Because I can really reproduce the feeling of the song, and I found out this scale works, and we're now in G minor, which is a weird scale, weird key to play a song. But most of the time, I muck around on my ukulele until I found something that really keeps my attention. And then I say, okay, then this song is deserved to be done on the ukulele. Because now I play for you now I've just played the intro of Maniac, but I play for you now also the melody. It goes like, the rhythm. Can you see? So I don't even know what chords I'm doing here, but I'm letting two strings ring and moving the other one. Oh, was it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm changing the bass. But can you see, Jonathan, without even singing, you can get the song, right? So I'm not just doing chords and trying to put a melody on top. I'm trying to do an arrangement when you can hear the song and give it a weird feeling, and then sing it on top. She's a maniac on the floor. She dances like she's never danced before. So yes, I'm using the going up and down the scale in order to create this feeling of sound richness. And what I use most of the time is going up and down with a couple of fingers without worrying about too much about which key I'm in, but trying to find good melodies that maybe reply to my voice, or that goes and create intention going some other way, like a bass that goes down while a melody stands still. Because music that I like, it's not just a bunch of chords in progression and just a melody on top of that. Now Western music most of the time is just chords, progression, like let's say 4 chords, which are on the background, and the melody on top. But elegant music, even modern one, is like this. It's just not about something on the background and something on the top. It's different voices chasing each other. If you think about Bach, the fugues, art of fugues of Bach, it's 3 melody chasing each other and find out a solution, and particular solution that give us feelings, and these feelings are chords. But also, I don't know, I like Depeche Mode, and Depeche Mode, their songs, it's not like a chord and the melody on top. It's all a tapestry of voices replying and this kind of stuff. So what I'm trying to suggest you is to try and incorporate this kind of macking around the neck, which is what we're doing, to create a complementary thing to sing on top, so that even if we're playing just one little ukulele, we're gonna blow away people, because we're gonna sound like there are four instruments and 2 singers when there's just one of us. So let's go with another scheme. So let's keep the C minor, which is interesting, but yeah, we don't have much time. You can see it by yourself. And let's go to the A major. So I want to keep on replying. Sorry for the long reply to your question, Jonathan. So yes, the ukulele is so beautiful that having only these little strings, just 4 of them, not many, we can do the same thing also in the scale of A, which is weird. And because in the scale of A, we can have the A string and the E string ringing. And this is already an A, but we don't know if it's major or minor. So if we do an A minor chord, well, these 2 strings are minor. But if we do an A major chord, the strings are the same. The first and the second string keeps on ringing, and we got it. And listen, think about like You Are My Sunshine. Very easy song. But if we use this scale that we're gonna see now, the A major scale, we can do something like You are my sunshine. Oh, sorry. nice, right? And you can use it as a solo, or you can go up and down. So where you're playing a song in A. Anybody has a song that wants to share with us? A very easy song, just an example to show how you can go up and down. Something in A, or any chord, really doesn't matter. I'm not good in being interactive. People are not talking to me. So let's try a song. Anybody? Heidi? You have to unmute yourself. I can't hear you. Heidi, I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. I don't hear you. You don't have a microphone? Oh, well, Heidi, I'm sorry, but I can't hear you. Yeah, Judy?
How about something like Scarborough Fair? That's very simple. Do you know that song?
Wow, yeah, it's not simple. It's a wonderful song. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? So that's a mode that is very interesting.
Okay,
It's an
sorry,
ancient
not
mode.
so simple, maybe.
It's Dorian. No, it's beautiful. It's not difficult, but it's weird because it's the Dorian mode that we're not using anymore very much. So I was thinking more of it's a kind of minor. So a Dorian mode is not a major mode or a minor mode. A mode is also a scale. So you can't think about Dorian and think it's totally minor or totally major. It's in between, and that's why that song is so haunting. Okay, Judy, something, another song, major song.
What about Tennessee Waltz?
Okay, how does it go?
I was waltzing with my darling. It's in 3/4 time. To the Tennessee Waltz, an old friend I happen to see.
Like this? Okay, so. So, it's a 3. Like this could be an intro. I was walking with my darling to the Tennessee Waltz. I don't know it, but going up and down the scales give me a great sense of feeling, and it can be I can make an introduction out of it. Okay, so Judy, why don't you try and play our Tennessee Waltz in the key of A, using the scale that we're studying now, which is the...
I just can't do it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can't sing, right?
No, I just can't do it. I need to study it a little bit more. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Try it. I can try it.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Because I kind of know the tune a little bit. Da, 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 oh, no, wait, hold on.
Yeah, don't be afraid of we're mucking around, so it's normal that we screw up. We have to keep on screwing up until something becomes interesting.
I'm trying to look at this and play. Da 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 da. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, very nice. And when you're back,
Yeah.
and when you're back, you can do a little riff like na 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 na. Da, 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 you know, or I use
That's
it like
a perfect song, Judy, for that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Judy. I mean, every song is perfect for that.
Sure, sure.
And what I mean, it's also like when I play I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, I go like, I do it in D, and I go, because, how was that? Wise men say, only fools rush in, and I mean A here. So I go, only fools rushing. So I do this little, how do you call them, riffs? These little tricks. So, only fools rushing. So I'm just going up the scale, but give again a lot of expression, and also it comes out when I'm not singing. So when you're finishing your verse, Nanny, maybe you want to add a little riff that goes up and down. So Tennessee Waltz. And then you start over again. So we're not just playing a strumming, but we have this feeling of having two voices, one that is replying to our singing, and one that is actually singing. And if you're doing it while you're singing, you have also two extra voices that are backing you on the melody and a chord at the same time. So very rich feeling. Would you like, please, and try and add a little riff at the end, just using that scale, maybe up on the neck. Take your time to see what happens. Don't be afraid if you screw up. It's normal. We don't know it. Nobody knows how to do that before screwing up so many times, right? So this is a secret place. Would you like and try and you have to unmute yourself, Nanny. We can't hear you.
So the same song. So.
Yeah, same song. Another, the more you're macking around, the better the arrangement will come. And then the end, when you stop singing, you do. Oh no, Nanny.
Yeah.
Let's try and do this. So you just do the regular chords that I guess there are D and A7, E7, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you're not talking, when you're not singing, you let the ukulele reply to your voice using that scale, and then you go back to the chord. Let's see how it sounds.
So I was kind of actually thinking of like you kind of did an intro. I'm messing up.
Oh, don't worry.
So I would kind of harmonize that, but I need to work on that, like Judy said.
Sure. But I want you to try and please sing the song with just the chord. But when you're done with the chord, you just use the three position. The first three positions are easy. So it's 1, 2, 2, 4, and 4, 6.
1, 2, 2, 4. And what's the third one?
4, 6. Same position, 2 steps apart.
Okay, so maybe I need to get that assessed. 1, 2, 2, 4, and what's the third one?
4, 6. 6, 4, what it is. It's the same position. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So,
yeah. So you're singing, and when you're not singing, you reply with a little riff on these three things. Now.
My darling. Now?
Look.
As I'm walking
listen to me, Nani, what I meant.
Go ahead.
I didn't express. So listen. I am looking, oh my darling, to the Tennessee wall. Na 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 na, do 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 do. I am looking, darling. No, but it's too. You're right. It's too close. Anyway, you know, did you?
I got the idea. Okay.
Yeah, was I able to express my idea of how a song should be always a tapestry with something going on, and we don't only have to use scale. Sometimes just using one finger can be good. I don't know. I'm here. I am waiting. Oh, na, 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 to the Tennessee wall. What's the next song? The next chord. Okay? It's not just strumming the same chord over and over. It's always moving. And the more you move your fingers, even if you screw up in the beginning, at the end, your hands will know where to go, and you will find a wonderful complementary voices that pops out on your song at the right time. So Judy, sorry if I insist with you, I'm not gonna make you sing. I want you to try and do something else. So I want you to try and do a little bit of the just E, and then we're gonna use the finger that we have left, the third finger, and we're gonna pop some second string and the first two strings. Yeah, sometimes we put a finger here, so our finger is gonna go here or here or here or here. One, so first strings or second string. So just listen for now, please, and then you do it. So you just listen to me and look at me. So instead of just playing the A like this, sometimes you put your finger here and this one here again. So second fret and third finger, and so it's gonna sound like this. Yes.
Okay, I can just do a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the best I can do for now.
That's lovely. Try and do it without stopping the strumming. So it doesn't have to have a single sound, but to be melted into the strumming.
Okay.
Don't laugh. It's a
That's
much
it.
sound. It's lovely. It's lovely, really.
I love the way you experiment. I can't wait to just keep doing more experimenting. Thank you.
Yeah, you do that. And when after you've done a couple of these, and everything you do along the scales are going to work in the song, because these are the scales that in Western music we use to build up chords and melody. So whatever you do, whatever position in this scale works. Not only that, sometimes you want to try and experiment and do something else. Like, I don't know, you start from a position like this. I don't know what's going to happen now, but I show you how I work all the time. So, I screwed up my own scale, but I like the result. Wow. So I'm starting from a mistake, because this is not the correct position. This was the position. So the correct position was 5 and 7, but I screwed up and I made 5 and 6. And there's this wonderful suspended feeling, and I can feel like I can use this one, which is correct, this is wrong, but I like it. Or maybe, yeah. Oh, nice. So now I'm trying going down with this kind of feeling, of weird feeling, and try to see if a song pops out. I swear that I never did it before, but I like the way it's going, and so I try and follow it. So, and then G. Okay, C. Wearing stars, wearing that in the sun, wearing this on you. Dun dun celebration, celebration, wearing the dress, wearing it. You know, I'm creating a song, and this is a very simple pattern. I'm using just the same position, one finger apart, 5th fret. Now I'm 7 and 6, and then I go 5 and 6, and then again I keep on screwing up. I go 3 and 4, which are not in your scale, but I don't care. I'm trying to keep the same position and see what happens. And then I try to free myself and try to find a melody on top of it. Ready no top, ready no top, ready no. And now I reply to my voice. Everything says the same, and I'm moving the pinky up and down. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I like it. Yeah, and so this is the way I arrange song, and this is my suggestion for you to keep on enriching your sound and keep on enjoying playing and find it always new roads, whether it's a already known song that you want to rearrange, or whether it's a totally original song that can really come out easy if you keep going up and down the neck this way. So I hope this workshop was good. You had something to bring and use. And if I don't know, yeah, if there is some question, are there questions? I don't know if we have some time left. Do we, Nani? Do we have some time? Unmute yourself, please.
Sorry. Yeah, we have some time, so like about 10 minutes. Yeah. So if you have questions for Lorenzo, Lorenzo, throw your stuff in the chat too, so people can click on it.
Oh, what do you mean, my stuff?
Yeah, your website, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you'd like. Yeah, what a wonderful.
So you can find me on Facebook. Just type.
Questions, comments.
Oh, I was wrong. So you can find a lot of stuff by typing Ukulolo, both on Facebook or YouTube. But, you know, since I haven't been working for a year, 1 year long playing around, every tip, every donation is very welcome, and I can give back all the music that I made. What I've done recently is just whatever people can donate, because everybody's in the bad situation financially right now, will get everything I've done in my career. So my best of like 50 or 16 original songs and covers and everything, just for everybody who's so kind to donate anything at my PayPal, which is just PayPal me Ukulolo. I don't even know how to write it. I'll try to find it out. I guess, Nani, maybe you can give them my PayPal at the end of the...
I will.
Okay. So, Judy, you had a question?
Oh.
Okay. Because you were unmuted, and I thought so.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was unmuted because I had to get back on and I didn't unmute myself. Sorry about that.
Okay. I have the feeling that I overwhelmed you with all these informations, and please take your time. And it's not, as you see, everything I've done, it's not so fixed. It's not written on the rock, you know. You can do whatever you want, really. But I try to enter in the mood of going up and down the neck this way, having something that stands still, and be free to change it, to put a bass on a... Wow, to create new chords.
I actually do have a question. In watching your process, just before I was knocked off, it almost looks like sometimes, at least while you're developing it, that you're using those two lower strings almost like a drone. You're not concerning yourself at all with whether they fit in with what you're playing. Is that right?
Yes, because it's like, you know, the bagpipes, the Scottish bagpipes, they have a bourdon, and then they go on top of it. So I don't care if it fits, and if sometimes doesn't fit, and sometimes I want to change the chord because the changing of a chord is a great feeling, then I change the bass or I change the chord, doesn't matter. But yeah, I like to have this feeling of suspending chords. Also because something like simple like this is not a G and it's not a C. And it's a song, and it's a kind of feeling, a suspended chord that you don't have often on the ukulele, because a ukulele has 4 strings. So most of the time, you know, you have a single chord that is very fixed. But like on the piano, sometimes you make some bass and then you change the chord and you got this suspended feeling. Using this way of playing, you have this weird suspended feeling. Like when I think about the song, like these are the Tears for Fears. Welcome to your life. So it goes like G and F, but the G is not the G because the bass is still C. So it's very easy, it's 2 finger. And we have this wonderful territory that most of the time is unexplored with the ukulele. So having something that stands still, like a bass on a chord, and going up and down can allow us to go in places we rarely get with the ukulele. It can also be with a minor, like now this is now I'm going up and down the minor C minor scale that I sent you, and I'm not worrying what I'm doing. I'm just trying to feel in what I'm doing. It's a lot of suspension here, and then I can change chord whenever I want. You know, and I can use this, just a complementary thing on my arrangement, or just base all the arrangement on this going up and down the neck. Did I reply to your question?
Do you have a favorite of the ones you sent us? I know, you know, it's kind of overwhelming thinking about all of these, and I would like to focus on mastering one and using it as much as I can. Is there one that you think is a good one?
One favorite scale? Yeah, I really, well, I really like the feeling. Basically, the D major and the A and the C major first position are the same. They are just in different keys. What I really like is the feeling of the C major 2. And it's very easy to master because you don't have to do it, you don't have to go up and down very much to have an already amazing result. So like there's a song that I'm working on that I haven't finished, because like then actual C. Na, 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 na. So even the first two positions of that scale are wonderful in my opinion, and they have plenty of applications as well. Oh, by the way, as you could see, I made up those scales, so it's just through my experience. You can make up yours as well, and you can create new music, a new way of playing it. Okay, are you happy? Yeah. Okay. I hope you're gonna use it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're here for the next one, I think we have at least one person. You could stay logged in and just mute yourself, turn off your video, and come back at 12. Thank you, Heidi. I'm
thank
glad
you, Heidi.
You got the notes.
Yeah, thank you, Heidi.
Thank you, Lorenzo.
It was my pleasure. Thank you, all beautiful people. Looking forward to coming back again.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Ciao, ciao. Aloha.
Aloha.